And I'm live. Welcome back, everybody. I'm really excited to talk about Allschool with you guys today. There's a lot to go through. So unlike most of my lives that I usually do, I actually made kind of like a little screen show thing here. So let me know if you're watching this live, which when I'm recording this obviously are, but if you're watching this live, comment below live. If you're watching the replay, comment replay so I can kind of see who's here live and who is watching the replay. And I feel like my hair looks a little ridiculous today. Definitely looks fake today. This is fake hair. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up a share screen here thingy or barber. And I made like I said, I made like a little slideshow here. So we're going to be like all professional like about it. Okay. So getting hired at Allschool. My dog's playing with a giant ball right now. If at any point in time you want to apply, the link is in my description box and you can just click there and start there. All right. So what is Allschool? Allschool, it's an online marketplace for children that are ages 3 to 18. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat and I'll pull them up here and I'll answer your questions too. You can teach almost anything. And so it's a lot like Outschool. You set your rates, the company's going to market your classes, and then they're going to take a commission. So who can apply? This question gets asked all the time. US, Canada, UK, Ireland, New Zealand, and Australia. You don't have to live there, but you have to be able to work legally in any of those countries. So for the teachers who are like, they're American, but they're living in Thailand, for example, Thailand's not one of the countries, they can still live or they could still teach. You have to be able to pass a demo and a background check, and you have to be able to speak English well. Okay, is my ball over there? I'm about to take that ball away from you. My dog. Have you seen my beach ball? It could have gone that way. That's what he's playing with. So after this live, not right now, after this live, if you decide that you want to go and apply, I want you to go find this video. This video is going to walk you through the application process. And I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about Outschool versus Allschool because they're very similar, but they're different. So on both of these platforms, you're going to create your own classes. You're going to bring your own materials, your own curriculum. Like you're in charge of all of that. You're going to have either group classes or one-on-one classes, all the same. With the exception that Outschool has flex classes and Allschool does not. So Allschool, you're going to teach on either Zoom or Classpod. Classpod is their own app. I will show you that here so you can kind of see what it's like. In Outschool, you only teach on Zoom. Allschool is newer and fewer. So newer, they have less students, they have less teachers, they have less classes on the platform. It's a really good time. It means it's a really good time to get in there and get going. I really do believe that they're going to be successful. Outschool is established. They have more students, but they also have more teachers. With Allschool, you are going to keep 85 to 90% of your earnings at the time. Right now, this is a promotional thing that they have going on. It may raise in the future, but I don't know what it will raise to. The 85%, I believe, is going to stay until the end of the year. And the 90% is going to stay until June, maybe, I think. Outschool, you keep 70% of your earnings. Allschool, they both market a lot. So they both do a lot of marketing for new students. And Allschool is doing a huge marketing push, which I'll show you some of that too. They're doing some really cool things for marketing. Outschool is marketing, but now they're asking teachers to market as well and create backlinks to their classes. They're not allowing teachers to collect email addresses. So the teachers their teachers are not allowed to bring new students onto the platform and communicate with them outside, even if they brought them in, which that's one of the things that I'm not happy about that Outschool is doing. Allschool, you can give your students feedback. It's built in, so you don't have to deal with the funky messaging systems. And with Outschool, there is no built-in student feedback. There's no prompt for you to do it. There's nothing like that. You can't give them stars. You can't give them anything. In order to give them feedback, you'd have to go in and message all your students. And the messaging system at Outschool is really, really wonky. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go back and see if there's any messages here because I'm on screen sharing. I can't like go back and forth here. Okay. Hi. Okay. So Classpod seems interesting. Yes. Classpod is really, really interesting. Just it's cool. It's cool. And I'll tell you more about it when we get into it. Okay. How do I get back to where I was? There I am. Okay. Yeah, there's more. I'm not done. So Allschool allows you to personalize recommended next lessons every time you give feedback. So you're like, I think that you should, I'm going to recommend 2 classes to you. So you can recommend 2 next classes to them after, like when you give them their feedback. Whereas with Outschool, you can recommend, 1 next class per listing, and it doesn't go directly to them as a feedback. It kind of shows up on their homepage. So Allschool, like what Outschool did with the recommended next class was good. Allschool took it up to the next level. Allschool has their own app. Outschool does not have their own app, which teachers have been asking for, and it hasn't happened. Allschool, I've dealt with the support with Allschool and Outschool, both of them. Outschool support is very inconsistent. You could talk to anybody that works for Outschool and has ever had to deal with this. They know that this is true. I'm not making this up. And I'm not saying anything bad about Outschool here. I'm just saying their support is very, very inconsistent. You can talk to one person and they'll say another thing, and then another person and they'll say another thing. And then somebody will come and be like, oh, well, what happened? Why did you do this? Well, the other person told me I could do this. Like, I've seen so much of that going on with Outschool. Literally every time you talk to support, it could be a different answer. Allschool has really amazing support. I've actually sat down and had video chats and phone conversations with the team from Allschool. Like, they're still smaller, they're tight knit, they're really, really nice, and they adore their teachers. Hopefully that doesn't get crazy. Sometimes when companies get bigger and that can change, but right now I absolutely love them. The communication at Outschool is kind of all over the place. So if you're familiar with teaching on Outschool, you have, and let me know in the chats if anybody has seen this before, you have your chat with your student, you have your chat in the classroom, you have your chat with the parents, you have your, they're all over the place, and it's really easy to miss messages. It's really easy for the students to miss messages. They don't check, they can be in all these different places, and Allschool is all in one spot. It's very easy communication. Which is really nice. With Allschool, parents can give you a review every time they take your class. So if they take a weekly class and you've taught them 4 times, they can give you 4 5-star reviews. So you can get more star reviews, which will help build up your I don't have to explain this. You guys know what that means, right? More 5-star reviews is better, right? Oh, let's see here. Stacy said Allschool support is amazing. They really, really are. I am fangirling about Allschool support. I can't believe, and I'll tell you more about their team in a little bit here, but I can't believe how many. Actually, I'll tell you right now. Okay, so Allschool is a Singapore company. So they started with Singapore, Hong Kong, and Australia. And the people that work at Allschool, the reason that this is so good is because they are experienced. Not to say that Outschool is not, but these people are experienced. They all came from VIP Kit, Magic Ears, all these big companies that went out of business or had to do a bunch of layoffs. A lot of the support staff are from those companies. So they know what works. They know how to make sales. They know how to market. They know how to build a platform, and they know what parents like. This isn't the first time they're doing that. They're not just oh, well, we're just going to make a platform and hope it takes off. They know what they're doing. They know what teachers want. They know how to run a Facebook group. They know how to they know how to market. They know how to do these things. Most of these people came from VIP Kid. So just, to give you more of an idea here, they know what they're doing and they're good at it. Okay. Shannon said, can you apply more than once like Outschool? So I was added to a WhatsApp group. Anybody here from the WhatsApp group? Say what's up. You guys all have my phone number now. Please don't text me. No, I was added to a WhatsApp group, whatever, however you say it. And I did see somebody in there had gotten denied, and they told that person that they can reapply in 6 months after they improve their teaching skills. So you can reapply, but like they were told 6 months. However, their support team is so good. I don't think, and I can't guarantee this, but it wouldn't hurt to reach out to them and say, hey, I have, like Shannon, you're not a new teacher. I have like 3 years of experience teaching ESL online. I was a little bit nervous during this. Can you tell me like why I was denied? I have a lot of like reviews from parents previously, and I know that I'd be a great fit for Allschool. Would I be able to get another shot? I can't guarantee that they would, but if you get denied, it wouldn't hurt to reach out to them. I'm telling you, their support team is really, really awesome, and they're looking for teachers to do like diverse classes right now. And I'll show you why in a little bit here. Okay, they're easy to list. The classes are so easy to list. I'm going to show you how and why and what's really cool about that. I can't do it on a list here because it's something I got to show you. Outschool, we all know it's hard for classes to get approved. They're getting really picky. No flex classes on Allschool. With Allschool, you can upload your materials ahead of time. It's so cool. If you use Classpod and you go in there and you're like, okay, I'm going to teach this class, and I'm going to teach this class in this order all the time. You could just go through there, upload all your slides, go on Classpod, pull up your slides. You don't it makes it so that you prep for your class one time. You don't have to list like, on Monday, June 1st, I will be teaching this lesson, and on Tuesday, June 2nd, I will be teaching this lesson. And then like, it doesn't work like that with every student. Or like, those of you who are on Outschool know what I'm talking about. Those of you who are not on Outschool have no idea what I'm talking about probably. But for those of you that are on Outschool already, you know what I'm talking about. It can be a pain. It's already listed. Like, you list the order of your classes, and then like a year from now, if you restart like a new section of the class, you can start right from the beginning, or you can start down at the end, but you could start right from the beginning. You can start whatever lesson you want to, but you're going to start right from the beginning if you want to, and all the things are already uploaded in there. So say you're using Crystal Clear's ESL curriculum. Okay, I'm just going to throw one out there, and you're using like her phonics level 1, I think that's what it is. And you're going to go like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and you're just going to go through the whole thing. So it's an ongoing class, right? And the next year, you're like, okay, that went well, I want to do that again. You don't have to list out all those dates every month because it's already in there. I'm going to show you more about how to do that. It's really, really cool, and it makes the process so much simpler. The support team is pretty good. It really is. I am super impressed with them. They are really about the building relationships with the teachers, and they like love their teachers right now. They're having some technical connects with Zoom right now. Honestly, Classpod is so cool anyways. Yeah, Classpod's really cool anyways. I switched all mine to Classpod. Plus, you'll see here, you actually make more if you use their app. So this is what Classpod's going to look like. Right. So this is a lesson that I had. This is my Classpod. I teach one lesson on Saturday. So you can see I don't have a lot of lessons opened here, right? But like, I teach one lesson today. I had one student in this lesson, and this was the lesson that we were on. No learning resources. This is where it would be if I had like uploaded my slides, but I wasn't using slides, so I didn't need that. And this is what it looks like. And if I wanted to create an open class, like say a student rescheduled, and instead of like transferring them or whatever, I could just like create an open class by boom, clicking that, and letting the Allschool team know, and they would let them know how to get into that open class. So I went ahead and I created a fake open class so that I could go in here on the student app and show you what it looked like to do the Classpod thing. So, yep. So this is my fake class that I made this morning when I was making these slides. You're just going to go over here. You're going to click enter. It's going to open up the classroom. And you're going to see me laying on my bed. I was literally laying on my bed when I was making this, so don't judge me here. But this is what it's going to look like. You're going to come in here and like up here, the settings wheel. Like, it's really, really simple. You want to fix your mic. You want to fix your camera. You want to do any of that. That's in the settings, right? So when you're ready to start teaching, you can see my class started 2 minutes and 27 seconds ago. Oh no, I'm late, right? Because so my student's in there waiting, right? Oh no. Well, my student's not waiting here. You'd see them up here. As soon as you click start, your students that are waiting will come into the classroom. This is what I mean when I said, if anybody heard me say that this is a lot like Magic Ears, like the Classpod platform reminds me about Magic Ears. And it's just very similar to Magic Ears. And I never taught on Magic Ears, but I did the interview and I'm a little bit familiar with it. This is what it reminded me, where you can like bring them on stage and stuff. So when you go to bring them on stage, you can actually give them fun little frames. So you can give them like a tiger that goes around their picture, or a snake that goes around their picture, or anything like this. This is so much cooler than Zoom, right? So like, this is my fake student down here. Don't mind me over here just chilling on my bed. But like, this is my fake student over here. I've got it under a pillow so you can't see my face twice there. But right there, boom. If I want to give them control of the screen, I'm going to click that little magic wand and it'll give my student control of the screen. If I want to take them off stage, I can take them off stage. It's really cool here. And I can come over here where it says true or false. If I want to give a little pop quiz, right? I can say like, okay, so an adjective is a person, place, or thing. And then I'll send out this yes or no. And then all my students will vote and I'll see where their comprehension is. See, they built other tools in there that are going to help your student and make it more interactive and more fun. Can your classes be 25, 45, or 60 minutes? You're gonna choose. Here, I'll pull that up on the screen. You're gonna choose how long your classes are. They can not be any shorter than 15 minutes. I've never heard of anybody having I guess maybe you could for a trial, but they can't be shorter than 15 minutes. I don't know what the max length is, but nobody wants to sit here for 8 hours anyways, right? So I don't know what the max length is, but they have to be at least 15 minutes. So this is just an example of what it looks like. Don't judge me again. I'm just being weird here. But now I've got, this is on Lily's camera and this is me as the teacher. I can put both of us on there. And if you click these little things over here, this will switch them. But if you go back up here, see this right here? These little triangles here, it'll make it big so your student's big so you can see your student really well. Or you could bring yourself down there and make you really big. Or you could put a big you and a small you on this, or a big student and a small teacher, or a big teacher and small student on the screen. Or you can make you all small, and these can also be group classes too. So you can make it, multiple people down there on stage. And you can give them screen control. You could do lots of little different things that you could do here. So I like it. And you can give them stars. So here's a little thing here where I've got what this is the teacher. So there's me, the teacher, and there's Lily, the student. And then I gave Lily, so I gave student me, I should have named it student me instead of my kid's name, control, and student me, Lily, drew all over the screen because she had control to do so. I can also do multiple whiteboards, blackboards, whatever. So I can add a blackboard down here if I don't want to erase this and I want to just like be able to like go back and forth, like say we're doing different writing activities and I don't want to erase something completely. I can add blackboards in there and just kind of go back and forth. So right now I've only got one blackboard on there. This down here is going to pull up anything that you've uploaded for your curriculum. So if you've already, that picture of me is so crazy. If you've already uploaded like your curriculum, you click on there, it's going to pull it up. It's really, really simple, like a cursor so you can move things around, or a cursor, you can move things around, the pen, the text, the eraser, taking everybody off stage, clearing the entire board. I think that's what that is. And then you've got your little help thing there too. So if you need support from the Allschool team, you can get support from the Allschool team. All right. So this is, was this my video? What was I doing here? I forgot what I was doing here. I don't even remember what this was. That was a screenshot of something. Okay. I took a bunch of screenshots and now I forgot what I was going to say about the screenshots. Oh, yes, this one's really cool. So I found this one out by accident because my students have not done this yet. But look at this, using other apps. So as I was recording this, I was like, what? Like I went to check Facebook or something, and then I realized that it told me that my student was using other apps, and I was like, oh, that is so cool. So they are busted and I can call them out if they're not paying attention. How many people teaching ESL on these other platforms, we never got that, but we knew, but now like we know. Okay, so Jolita, can we teach any subjects? Pretty much. Anything that's like controversial, you're going to want to stay away from. But pretty much, yeah, you could teach anything. So like religion and like politics and like taboo things. Yeah, pretty much. She said, yeah, we knew. Yeah, but now we know no. So even if they're being sneaky, we know no. All right. Oh, actually, I'm going to stop screen sharing this really quick. I'm going to stop screen sharing this so that I can show you, where is it here? Okay. I'm going to show you this. That's a little video. The sound isn't on here. It was a screen recording. So the sound is not actually on here. But, I'm going to share. Okay. Stop screen sharing. I got to screen share something else. Give me a second. I am. Okay, so I did this on Canva, so now you can see this here. But this is just like a little video clip recording of what it looks like in the classroom when you're doing all of these things. So from the students' end, they're getting stars. So that's what that looks like. From the students' end, they get stars. Boom, and you can give them more than when I give them control of the screen, they get that little wand. When my battery runs out, they get a pop-up notification. But yeah, so that's like they're getting control of the screen. So now I can draw on the screen. A little wand comes up and tells me about it. Was there anything else in here? Oh, turning the mic on and off, it does that. So if I turn the student's mic on and off, it'll actually give them like a heads up. You don't need to see my funky face any longer. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And then I'm going to come back over to the slides I made. I had to make slides because there is so much here. I really wanted to make sure that I covered everything with you because there's like so much cool stuff with it. Let me just double check, make sure I'm in here. Okay. All right. Playing a game during class. Yeah, they always did that. Love Canva. I'm addicted. I know. I love Canva too. So this whole slideshow was brought to you by Canva. Okay, so to create a course, just a quick run through on how to create a course, and I'll make like a more detailed video on this later on so that I'm just going to go through it really quick. So you're just going to go, boom, create a course. And if you come up here, you can see like you've got your home, your schedule, your courses, the classes that you have coming up, your weekly statement, and your profile, which, you could put your bank account information in there. They're going to direct deposit it. So you'll just create your course title. So this is my fake course, and you're going to select where it falls. I'm going to tell you right now, I went to put my kid in a German class. They need more teachers. They like legitimately need more teachers because I went to put my kid in a German speaking class, and they're like in world languages, the only thing they had was like Spanish. I think maybe they had like a French. Pretty sure that's all they had was like a whole bunch of Spanish. a couple of Chinese classes that were not listed, so they weren't active. You'd have to request them, and like maybe a French class. So if you speak another language, that might be a good thing for you to put on there because there's no competition on there whatsoever. Same thing for like musical instruments. There wasn't a lot of that. Like pretty much anything you're going to be teaching, like there's room for you to teach it there. And I know they're doing a music promotion too, because I put on ukulele lessons and like for beginners, and I had I got an email from the team saying that they're doing a promotion, and I'll show you that too in a second. So then you're going to select, these are the types of classes that you can do: one time, multi-day, or ongoing. Just really quick, one time, basic. Multi-day, instead of it being like every Tuesday and Thursday, it's going to be every Tuesday and Thursday for June, and then boom, it's done. Whereas ongoing, you could have it be every Tuesday and Thursday until the end of time, or until you stop it or run out of lessons. Then you're going to select how many minutes per lesson. This is where it gets really cool. So if you want a weekly course, you have to create a lesson for each of these weekly courses. So you're going to create a new lesson. It's going to automatically have one lesson there. You're going to create a new lesson if you want it to be a weekly or a multi-day course. And the parents are going to see this. So you can actually like let them know exactly what you're going to be teaching by creating these lessons in here. Then, your cover letter. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when you create the lesson. And I tried to make this screenshot fit everything, so part of it's cut off, but there's a preview. So you know how with Palfish or a VIP Kid, the students could do a lesson preview. If you want to give them a lesson preview, you can give them a lesson preview. Say you want to give them the slides ahead of time, or you want to give them something before class, like practice this before class, and then we'll like dial in on it more. So you can actually upload the attachments. And they can be video, they can be audio, they can be like just like Canva slides, whatever you want them to be. So you can give them a preview so they can learn something before class. You can upload your courseware. This courseware, if you're using Classpod, will automatically upload into the classroom when you go into that class. So you don't have to like, oh no, I'm doing something different. Like what am I going to do here? Right. And then down here, you can give them homework. And then after they purchase a class, they'll actually get their homework sent to them by email. So that's pretty cool. You can assign them homework, and then you make this right here, you're going to make one time. So you make this when you set up the course. And like, if you need to add more classes on there, like you're like, okay, it's an ongoing class, but I'm only going to put in like 4 lessons right now and I'll figure out the rest later. You can do that. So you can start it off with the 4 lessons and then like add the other ones when you're ready to add them so that you can keep it ongoing. And then you can, it could be worksheets. The homework can be worksheets. The slides can be worksheets, like anything, as long as it fits those file types that it supports, you can do it. And my ADHD just stopped me there. I should have waited to answer that. I forgot what I was going to say. Now I just lost it. Oh, right. So what's really cool is that you never have to like keep everything, like, I mean, you still should, right? But you don't have to keep everything and like be ready for it. Like it's everything, all your slides are going to be there when you get into class when you set this up. So 2 years from now, I could go in and teach this class right from the very beginning, and everything that I already set up is going to be in there. And I don't have to like go back and forth and, play with it and, try to figure out what I'm teaching. What was I using for this? If it's something that I only taught for Father's Day's coming up, right? I taught a Father's Day class. What did I use for my Father's Day class? Where did I put that? Is that in my Google Drive? Is it on my computer? Like, did I get it from Twinkle? Did I make it on Canva? Where is it in my Canva files? Looking through my Canva files for 6 years to find something. I've done that before. It's all organized right in there, and it's really, really nice. It's so cool. And then this also eliminates the Outschool thing where you have to do like class 1 will be this, class 2 will be this, and then you have to change it every month, and you're like, it doesn't work. because all my students are in different points of their lesson because I started them on different weeks or whatever. Like, it's automatically there. It's nicer for everybody, the teachers, the parents, everybody. You guys see why I'm excited about this? Okay, so here's just an example here. So you can have parents that request. So I have a parent that requested me to open up this class. So I can look here and see what requests they did, just like Outschool, right? And then I should have screenshot this before I gave the review. If you look on my YouTube channel, when I'm done with this live, there is a very quick like Reels, TikTok, YouTube short, the YouTube shorts type thing. I posted it on my Instagram as well, but there's like a really quick, like little short video, if you look through my videos, where I show how to do this. And basically it's going to say, you have students that you haven't given feedback to yet. And then over here, you click give feedback. And then over here, it'll pop up a box, and all of your students that you have not given feedback to yet will be listed down here. And you'll just click on each student and then give them stars, and then type in your review. And this is optional, but I totally recommend it because it's going to help you with student retention. So then you're going to type in here like, Bobby did an awesome job in class today, and today we learned this, and I can't wait to see you next week. And then you're like, oh, I've got a Father's Day class coming up. I'm going to recommend, boop, click the up to two classes that you want to put as recommended next classes, and that will go to them as feedback, and then they can respond to the feedback by giving you stars for your review of the class, of your review as a teacher. Isn't that cool? Like, it's so well put together. I love it. You guys see why I'm excited about it? So right now, Outschool has more students. Outschool has more teachers. Outschool is doing better. If you post your classes on Outschool and post your classes on Allschool, you're probably going to get more fully booked classes on Outschool right now. I'm going to be completely honest with you. However, Allschool is better. The fact that Allschool has been doing this for less than a year, and they have a better platform and an app and all this other stuff, they're doing some really cool advertising. Like, they're going to give Outschool a run for their money. And honestly, they should, because as teachers, it is good for us to have options. As parents, or as teachers, as workers, as just people in the world that are living and breathing and dealing with this in some capacity, it is good for us to not be involved in a monopoly. And right now, Outschool has had the monopoly for a while in this, for a couple of years. They've had the monopoly in the non-Chinese based like educational learning. You bring these other ones in here, and it's going to make them more competitive. Like, a year ago, if Outschool said, okay, we're going to raise it to, we're taking 45% from teachers instead of 30%, would they have lost teachers? Yes. Would a lot of teachers have stayed? Yeah, because there wasn't anything else like Outschool that they could go to. So having these options is so good for teachers in general that like to do the marketplaces. All right. So I want to talk about their marketing. Allschool is expanding quickly, and they have a lot of marketing things that they're doing on social media that can benefit you. You guys, their marketing is top notch, and I'm going to show you some of the things that they're doing, but it's like they know what they're doing. This isn't like some half butt, I'm not going to swear on my channel here, but it's not some half booty put together without any thought. They've got a good marketing team. So I'm going to show you here. This is one of the classes that they're advertising. I dug into it, and then I talked to the Allschool team just to confirm it. So what they're doing to advertise this class is they're taking this class that the teacher is charging $10 for, and they're posting it on Facebook, and they're posting it for a 10-cent class. Now, this teacher has had 300 classes. I think she's had like 300 classes where she's taught this lesson, charging $10. The parents only paid 10 cents for this lesson. Guess what the teacher got paid? $10 per class. So Allschool is eating the cost of the advertising by advertising your classes on social media and giving parents a discount for your class where the parents can get it for 10 cents, but you're still getting paid your, $9, because I'll get into the percentages there, but you're still getting paid what you would normally get paid. You're not taking a cut. You're not teaching that class for 10 cents a class. But also that's what Allschool is getting. Isn't that cool? Like it's just so nice of them. Like this teacher has gotten like $3,000 worth of classes that like Allschool took a big bite out of. They've obviously got some budget behind them too to do this advertising, but this is super cool. And then they have theme promotions, and I've been with them for less than a month, and I have not opened up a lot of classes, which I'm probably going to do because I am obsessed with their platform right now. I think it's so cool. But I think the way it works is they have theme promotions that run on a monthly basis. And this is just something that I'm kind of putting together. So if anybody here is already with Allschool, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, this is something that I'm kind of just like piecing together, and I'm figuring this out on my own. But if you've been with them longer and I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments, and I will put your comment out there so everybody can see that you're the boss of the sauce here. But yeah, they have theme promotions. So right now the theme is animals around the world across the time. So if you posted something, a class that had to do with dinosaurs, you're basically already being featured there. If you were to click that up there, it's going to pull up all of the dinosaur related classes. And it's going to also give students an additional discount to take some of those classes. The reason they're doing this is because they want to diversify the platform. All of you, put in the comments say I if you are an ESL teacher, because a lot of us are started as ESL teachers, and they don't want, yes, they want ESL teachers, but they don't want just ESL teachers. They want it to be a platform where everybody can post everything. Do we know the theme for June? So I'm making up this theme thing. So I might be wrong. I might be wrong, and I might not even be like a monthly theme. But I think that what's going to be up there next month, and we'll come back to this and we'll call me out if I'm wrong, but in a week, I do believe it's going to be music related, because I got an email from Allschool saying, hey, and actually I'll go right into my email here. I'll go right into my email and I'll read it for you. But I posted a ukulele lessons for very beginners, because when I was working at Outschool, all of my students were like, oh, teach me how to play the ukulele. And I was like, you guys, I've been playing this thing for like 3 weeks. Where is it here? Okay, I'm going to read it. I do believe it's music related. So if you have any musical talents, post that. So they sent me an email on May 11th, and it says, Dear Jillian, hope this email finds you well. Recently, there has been a sharp uptick in the number of parents browsing the website for music-related content. We think this presents a great opportunity for an experienced and charismatic teacher like yourself. As such, we'd like to invite you to open up more classes on the platform. We have reviewed your course, First Ukulele Lessons, and we are convinced that it would not only cater to the needs of parents and students searching for music courses, but would also complement the Allschool course offerings. What's more, you are guaranteed $30 just for opening up classes on your schedule. Teachers who open up classes as per the campaign requirements, see below, who do not earn more than $30 in teaching income will be compensated with a makeup amount of up to $30. So if you have it $10 per class and you only manage to get one booking during the campaign period, Allschool will pay you $20 for the makeup to bring your earnings to $30. You have to be invited to this, by the way. So, yeah. So here are the requirements. May 23rd to June 19th. Open at least one class a week. Open up classes during peak hours, which are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Pacific Standard Time. And please reply to this email by May 11th. If we don't hear from you, we're going to assume that you're not interested. So by May 11th. They gave me like a day to reply to it. But so my guess is the theme, if I'm correct as to what this is, the theme is going to be it's going to be music related, something music related. I'm good at what? What am I good at? I don't know what I'm good at. I don't know what I'm good at, but thank you. All right. Okay, so payments. You're going to direct deposit to the bank. And I wrote this down because it's complicated to explain. But this is water, by the way. I'm not drinking. So 7 calendar days after completing a session, you're going to get your payment sent to your bank on a Tuesday. So Tuesday, 7 days. So 7 days and then Tuesday. So your payment will be paid on Tuesday of every week for the classes that you taught at least 7 days prior. So Tuesdays are your payments, provided that there is no dispute or refund in that 7-day period. So as long as the parents aren't saying like, oh, they didn't show up to class, like I'm not like, give me a refund or whatever. Where the Tuesday falls on a public holiday, they will do their best to make sure that you're paid within 1 to 3 days after business days after the holiday. Remember, they're in Singapore too. So, direct deposit to your bank. Pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to look at the amount of things here. You use PayPal. Oh yeah, if you want to use something else, you can use something else too. I use the direct deposit to the bank because of, I don't like fees. But yeah, you could use PayPal too. There are different things you can use too. And I forgot to go back to look at that. It says that you can ask them for a method of payment, I believe. It says in the FAQ. I just told you about the bank right now because that's one that I was 100% on, and I can't go back and look at it and set it up again, I don't think. So late, but I'm here. Hi, Nadia. All right. So you'll have to watch the replay because it's really cool. So, because you missed some stuff that was really cool. So make sure you come back and watch it from the beginning. Okay, Nadia? All right. So Allschool versus Outschool. We're going to talk money now. So I told you when you get paid. Who wants to know when you're going to make money? So I'm going to give you an example of my classes that I taught on Outschool and just show you what I would be making on Allschool with the same exact fully booked classes. Just to give you a comparison, teaching the exact same thing on Allschool that, I was teaching on Outschool. So in my classes, I would have a maximum of 9 students for $8 per student for a 30-minute lesson. And right now, you're not going to get 9 students for $8 a lesson for a 30-minute lesson and have those book all the time, completely booked, because they just don't have the traffic for it. So this is all theoretical. Like once they get up and moving and they have more students, there are students on the platform. Do not get me wrong. There are students on the platform, but just not the same volume that Outschool has. And I'm telling you, I really, really, really do trust that they're going to get that volume because I see what they're doing, and they're doing everything right in terms of marketing, in terms of networking, in terms of like, they've got to have some investors behind them to be getting these things out there. Right. So they're really cool. Okay. So I'm going to show you the example of what it would be like the same lesson taught on Allschool and on Outschool and how much you would be making. So we're going to take that same lesson, make it fully booked, and that's $72 for a 30-minute lesson. And that's before the company takes their cut. So that's $144 an hour before the company takes their cut. Now, Outschool charges 30%. So you're only going to get 70% of that. So you'll be making $50.40 a class for, again, this is for a fully booked class. So this isn't a perfect world. Everybody wants you. Everybody books you. I'm just showing you potential here because obviously everybody's class is going to be different, right? So Outschool, you would be making $100.80 an hour for a fully booked class, as I gave you the example before. Allschool is going to charge you 15%. This 15% goes until the end of the year. It's a promotional thing. I don't know what it's going to raise to, but they said it's going to be less. It's going to stay like 30% or less. But as of right now, because they want to get you on the Allschool platform, this is what it's going to be. Um, and I don't know. I mean, hopefully it stays low because I like the fact that it's low. So you'd be making $61.20 a class or $122.40 an hour after their fees. But wait, there's more. If you teach on Classpod, they're only taking 10%. That's going until June, I think. I'll have to double check. They may extend it. I am not 100% sure. But right now, I'm teaching on Classpod, so I'm keeping 90%. So that would take that same class, and I would be making $129.60 an hour for that same class. But wait, there's more. Okay. So figure 20 hours a week on Outschool, fully booked classes. Every single one of my classes is booked. I'm working 20 hours a week. I would be making $2,016 a week or $8,064 a month. Again, this is in a perfect world. Everything books. I'm just showing you potential. Will you make this for 20 hours a week? You can. Will you? Maybe not. Okay. So just realize that this is up to your skill level and yada, yada, yada. Okay. So whatever disclaimer I have to legally add there. So Allschool, same thing. You'd be making $2,448 a week or $9,792 a month. This is with the 15%, same, teaching the exact same thing on Allschool. Everything's fully booked, which is a difference of $20,000 a month, almost $21,000 a month, teaching the exact same thing. Again, do they have the students to support this? No. Are they going to? I truly believe so. Their marketing is like, they're marketing classes. They're getting out there. They're busting it. They're doing a teacher promotion right now to try to get teachers on the platform. If you saw my live that I did, or not my live, if you saw my video that I uploaded maybe like 2 weeks ago, it was before I got COVID. Today is the very first day that I feel normal after having COVID. But if they're doing a teacher promotion where they're really working to promote more teachers, and I can see coming on it as a parent why, because they don't have enough diversified classes on there. They need you. This isn't just like a, hey, let's get teachers and whatever. They need you. That's why they're doing this. But they're also promoting for students. So they're bringing these students on here saying, hey, we've got everything, but they don't have everything. So they need you guys to come on here and teach and get everything so that the students will stay there and not go back to Outschool, because Outschool is their competition, right? You get what I'm saying? Okay. So hiring more teachers is going to make the platform better for me as an Allschool teacher, for you as an Allschool teacher, for Allschool as the company as a whole. Okay, so let's just look at the Classpod rate here. If you were to do the 10% Classpod rate, that's a difference of $2,300 a month. That's an entire extra week or two pay of whatever you're used to getting. So that's an entire week extra of pay basically by doing the Classpod. And I am not the best at math, but I'm assuming that it would probably be an entire week of pay difference, because you're going from 30% to 10%, right? So it'd probably be about a week's worth of pay no matter what you were getting for bookings. So yeah, I'm happy you are feeling better. Thank you. I could have slept for an eternity. COVID was not the most fun. Okay, the benefits of joining now and listing. So I told you about this before. There are not a ton of teachers on the platform. And I'm going to show you, we'll go in there and we'll look at some classes so you can kind of see what's in there and you'll see what I'm talking about. They're doing a ton of marketing for your classes. I showed you what they're doing for marketing. This is not, Allschool did not come to me and say, hey, can you tell the teachers that we're doing all this marketing? This is stuff that I'm seeing on my Facebook newsfeed, that I'm seeing places. They're doing a ton of marketing for you guys. They're eating the cost of your classes and, offering free classes, offering 10-cent classes, offering classes at huge discounts all over the place and trying out different things and seeing what works. If you list something unique, you're going to be the first to have your class on there. And you have a head start. Imagine if you could have been one of the first in Outschool. And right now they have the low Classpod promo rate, which I don't know how long that's going to be going on for, but why not take advantage of 10%? Because that's crazy. feel like a salesperson right now. Take advantage of it now. Buy now. Okay. So I apologize for sounding salesy, sales pitchy here. Not my intention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, just give you and you could do this on your own, but I'm going to show you anyways, because why not? So I'm going to go into a Chrome tab. I'm going to go into my Find Classes tab here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to look for some classes here, and I'm just to give you an idea. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look up, I don't care about the time. I'm just going to look up class language. Nah, I'm going to look up world languages because I did this for my daughter. I was like, ooh, she wants a German teacher. If someone here teaches German, get it on there because I will hire you. She's got a free class she can use, right? Okay, so I come in here and I look and I'm like, Spanish, 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 Spanish. Oh, French, French, Spanish, Spanish, French, Spanish, 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 French. Literally everything that is on here is Spanish or French. If I even, I'll show you. There's, there's Cantonese down there, but these are all book a time. These classes aren't even listed right now, so I'd have to request them. As a parent, I will not do that. Just for a heads up. As a parent, unless I really want a class, I'm going to go with something that's already up there that I can see what their times are because I'm not negotiating times. So if I were to type in German, there's nothing. There's nothing. If I type out photography, let's see what I got. I didn't do this one yet. Oh, wait, I don't want world languages. Photography and world languages. Okay. Photography. Okay, we got a couple. Do you see? There's not that much. Okay, so those two are book a time. So I've got a couple classes. They're all taught by the same person. No, Mr. Smith. Sorry, Mr. Smith. Andy. Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith is dominating the photography industry right now on the Allschool platform. If I go into, let's see the summer special. Oh, I can't click this. Wait, why can't I click that? It's not letting me click. What did I do? What did I do? Okay, whatever. Okay, I'll click up there. Boom, I can get 50% off. This is cool too. If I'm signed in, I can still get these pop-ups and I can like pocket these discounts as a parent. So I can like save a discount and go back to it later. I can like, you could, they have a thing up there once you're logged in that says like, do you like enter your phone number and we'll send you like text messages for coupons if, join our parents Facebook group and we'll give you a $10 off coupon. Like they're giving like a ton of coupons away too. And then they have the refer and earn program for parents too. So like right now, they got summer classes on there. So if you were to put up a summer class, I guess they do have a Bible thing. They have Bible study club. But if you were to, I thought that wasn't allowed. But if you were to put a summer kind of club up there, then that would show up there. Animal World is, I believe, is the promotion that they have going on right now. So win a $250 Disney gift card every week. They got some investors behind them. So like right now, underwater creatures, $2.99 per class. If I go and find this teacher on the Allschool platform, let's see, underwater creatures, $2.99 a class, normally $15. If I click get started, it will give me that. But I'm going to go find Belinda really quick. Belinda, if you're here and you're watching this, give yourself a shout out because I'm about to pull up your profile. Romeo, be quiet. Okay, so we're going to look up Belinda. Okay. Belinda has got a ton of classes here, a ton of reviews because they're marketing her, right? So Belinda, where's her underwater? Was it that one? Okay, so they changed the pictures to something they like then, must be. Yeah, $15 per session. If I go in here and I look at the reviews, somebody might hit, did anybody leave any reviews? I saw this before where they said, "Oh, like we only paid 10 cents for the class." And it was pretty awesome. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I'll show you. Okay. I'm an English teacher. Okay. I'm an English teacher and I can't write zookeeper. This is the one I think that is being advertised, that I saw advertised. So they're advertising this teacher, Tracy, you're lucky. So right now, if I were to go to buy this, this is the 10-cent one. But I can't buy it for 10 cents. Look, they're 5. She's getting all these enrolled and she's getting paid the full price, right? If I go here and just find her, it's going to cost me $10. If I go from the Facebook ad, I'm going to get it for 10 cents. And if you like, it's a 10-cent promotion, but she's getting paid $10 because she doesn't have it listed for that. She had 307 people take that. She's made over $3,000 on this already. All right. So if you go down here and look, the price was 10 cents. Forget that. We don't care about the 1-star reviews when there's like a million, like, I don't look at those. I don't want to show a 1-star review on her thing because she looks like a fantastic teacher. But you can see in there, it says that the class was, they only paid 10 cents for the class. But you can also see that this teacher is actually getting paid her full price. She's getting paid the full $10 per class. So Allschool is eating that. It's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Can Mike teach theater on Allschool too? He teaches acting at Outschool. Yes. Take those same exact classes that you teach on Outschool, listen them on Allschool, and see if they take off. Like you don't have to open up 3 million listings for them, but you're going to get listing requests where they ask you to open them too. And get in there and get it done. You never know. You never know. I prefer Allschool. I just think that the whole platform just looks better overall as a whole. And considering they've been doing it for less time, it just really goes to show that they've got their expertise behind it. They know what they're doing. I would teach German, but it's been years. My daughter's a language nerd and she loves learning new languages. I've bragged about her on my YouTube channel before. I love her. Public speaking. You can teach public speaking. Absolutely. Anything social studies related? Yep. Oh, are you asking if there's anything social studies related on the platform? Is that what you're asking? So I'll get away from my zookeeper and I'll look up, let's look up history. So we've got some history things here. You can see Canva. I recognize that. Oh, but that's not history. I mean, not all of these are really history, art, and storybook about ducky seasons. Okay, let's be a little more specific. We're gonna look up history, and we'll look up pyramids. So escape rooms. They got escape rooms. They don't have like, a non-gamification one. Look up Stonehenge. Nothing. Look up like Romans. Anything. There's one. So they've got some here. Said it would be my dream job. That is so weird. I would never think that someone with a YouTube name historical, Jolita, would like history. Do it. King Tut. Okay, you want to see if they've got a King Tut. Let's look for King Tut here. No, I don't think so. What? Well, that's not right. I don't know. No. No. Mother's Day stuff. No. It didn't pull up anything King Tut. Now if I would have, reset the filters and did it with actually like, wait, social studies, apply, King Tut. Yeah. So if I do if I, fix the filters there, it shows up. So, and that's all I had. That is all I had for the slides that I made you. I made slides for YouTube Live. That was all fancy today. That is all I have for what I came here prepared to talk to you about. Can you guys see why I'm excited about it though? I love it. All right. Does anybody have any questions? And again, the link is in the description box. I always encourage you to use referral codes because why not? So please use my referral code. It would make me happy. And I'll email you too and help you. Is there anybody on here who is completely unfamiliar with online teaching? I know there were a couple of people that I was talking to. There was a WhatsApp group. How do I apply for the 10-cent promo? I think you have to be invited to it. I think that that's something that you have to be invited to. So my guess is they have the, my guess is like, how they had those like animal things, and I think that they're going to do a music thing. So my guess is that if you have a music class that seems to be taking off, or like this one was a animal themed class and it seemed to be taking off and it was cool and was like worth it for them to promote it because it was a class that was like getting bookings, then I would say that you're more likely to like get that. I don't know anything about their marketing. This is just what I've seen. So I don't know, like, I've literally been with them for a couple of weeks, but I don't know, if they do it all the time. I don't know if this is just something that they're doing this month. I don't, I'll keep an eye out and see, and I'll let you guys know in our Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, which I think you guys all are, but if you're not, it's the Online ESL Teacher Success and Support. It's a mouthful group on Facebook. Just type in Online ESL and it's the blue one with the crayons. Or I'll put the link in the description box if it's not there already. I don't think I put it. Okay, so Shannon says, what would be the top 3 reasons someone would be declined? Where you're from or your eligibility to teach somewhere. So unfortunately, if you are from South Africa, they're not going to hire you because you have to be able to be eligible to teach in or to work in the 6 countries that I listed earlier. So try to do it from my head. United States, Canada, UK, New Zealand, Australia, Ireland. Oh, I did it. I got a star. Okay. So that's the number 1 reason that I would say. And then I saw somebody get declined because it said that they needed to practice their teaching skills. So, but the people, so I got put into a WhatsApp group from one of the recruiters. I did not apply on WhatsApp or on Indeed, sorry, or any of those like job recruiting things, but they are recruiting on the job recruiting things like on Indeed and whatnot. And I got put into a WhatsApp group there, and a lot of the people that were in the group, like they never seemed to have heard of online teaching before, and they thought that it was like some like scam. And it was just really weird for me because I've been working with all you guys for so long and doing online teaching for so long that I was just like where'd these people come from? So like a lot of those people that might not be familiar with online teaching, they are going to have a higher chance of getting declined because this is something that's completely foreign and unknown to them. If you are one of those people and it's completely foreign and unknown to you, go ahead and watch Outschool demo videos. You're not going to find, if you look up Allschool on YouTube, you're not going to find a lot of Allschool. This doesn't go to you, Shannon, because you know how to teach and you've been doing it for a while. But if you go on to, if you YouTube Outschool demo videos, you're going to see some examples of what people have posted for their demo videos. If you could do the same exact kind of a thing just to get ideas. If you YouTube Allschool demo videos, you may not get much because there are not a lot of things on here about Allschool yet because they are newer. I feel like they've, and I had one of the teachers on a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago, and I think that she said that they started in September. I don't know if anybody here can like confirm or deny that, but they're less than a year old, I think. So the fact that they've made it this far and this is what their platform looks like, they have an app that works. They have like, I'm obsessed. I think they're awesome. So to answer your question, top 3 reasons, I would say no teaching experience. Like not knowing what you're doing and being confused by the technology, and then not meeting the basic requirements. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So for the Allschool application, I have seen people get apply and get hired in a matter of like hours. You do still have to go through a background check, and that will take a little bit of time. So I would encourage you guys to go ahead and apply. And then if you have any, questions about it, if you use my referral code, I will email you. It does tell me, I'm going to be honest, it does tell me your email. I will send you an email. If you don't want to talk to me, ignore it. If you want help, I got you. I heard magic ears and thought, ugh, I need to be over the top. No. You don't need to be over the top. When I was saying magic ears, I was saying that Classpod looks like magic ears because it does, doesn't it? Don't you think that Classpod looks a little bit like magic ears? I think it really does. It looks a lot like it. I, I, it's not like it's, I mean, VIP Kid had their own app, but it doesn't look like the VIP Kid app. To me, it looks, from what I'm familiar with, and I haven't taught on all the platforms, but what I'm familiar with, it looks like a copycat of Magic Ears almost. Like, I mean, very similar anyways. Even like down to like the scheduling inside Classpod, and oh, and they give you email notifications too. Like your classes start, they'll send you an email. Hey, you have a class, starting in an hour or whatever. So they also have it set up to, you can turn this off if you want to, but there is a setting when you list your class. It will say, cancel this class. I have to like cough. My throat's dry, but my water's empty now. But there's a setting there where you can click it and it'll say like cancel this class if there are no enrollments in 12 hours before class. So you can actually make it so that like you're not like waiting to the last minute for somebody, that's your choice. There's no minimum classes that you have to teach. What else do people ask? Peak hours. They told me peak hours are 9 to 9 Eastern Standard Time and Pacific Standard Time. The reason that they're 9 to 9, and you can teach any hours that you want to, but the reason that they are 9 to 9 is because they're doing a huge marketing push in the United States and Canada. So your hours can be everywhere, all over the place, but they're more likely to promote your classes right now because they're promoting on Facebook. Cancellation policy. I don't know. I don't know the cancellation policy. I can't answer that. I can come back to you on that. I'm not going to look it up right now. Don't know what the cancellation policy is. I didn't even look it up. I can't answer that. All right. Yeah, I don't know that. I'll look it up and I'll post it in the Facebook group. So you guys, I think all of you are in the Facebook group. Good night. She said, good night. Good night. Goodbye. I'll see you later. I think you guys are all in the Facebook group. If you're not, go ahead and join it, and I'll look up the cancellation policy and post it in there for you. Or I'll post it in the comments below this if you're watching the replay. Is Allschool to teach children from all over the world? Yep. So the little girl that I taught today, she was from Australia. They're all over the world. So they started in Australia, Singapore, and Hong Kong. They are what'd you say, Singaporean? They're a company that's from Singapore, and they started there. But right now, they are doing a huge, huge marketing push. They're in a huge pivot in their business because they're now starting to market to the US and Canada. So they're opening it up. Which, thank you. I love, like, it puts us in a better position as teachers when the companies that can hire us have competition with each other. It just does. It's better. Like, why, like, one of these companies gets a monopoly, and then what can they do? They can, like, cut your wages. They can put in stupid cancellation policies or tell you things like, we want you to market for us, but you're not allowed to collect email addresses. I'm sorry. That makes me so angry. I did get accepted. I just need to do the background check. Congratulations. All right. Yeah, get your background check done and submitted right away. It does take a little bit. So I think it could take like a week-ish. I can't remember exactly how long it took me. I think I posted it in the comments under my one video that I did. But all right. I am going to, and Shannon said, congrats to Alexandra. So I'm going to wrap this up. I've been on this live for an hour just talking, so much talking, and my throat is dry, and I'm still, I just got over having COVID. So I'm going to wrap this up, but I did want to let you know, you guys see why I'm excited about this, right? Like, this is a super, 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 super cool platform, and I love it. Leave in the comments if there's any tutorials that you want, because we don't have a lot of those up there yet, because there's not a lot of teachers, which means there's even less YouTube teachers, whatever. So if you want any specific tutorials on like how to use Classpod, how to use Zoom, how to use the platform, anything like that, leave it in the comments and I'll get those up for you guys as well, because I want to make sure that if you go in there that you are successful as teachers, because that makes my heart happy when I hear you guys come to me and say, yay, I got money. Okay. Like, I'm successful, whatever I'm doing, whether it's independent or with a platform or whatever you want to do. So I'm wrapping this up. I'll see you guys all later. Thank you for tuning in, and love you guys. Bye.